All right, the word of the day today is remote. So Jesus spent so much of his time with crowds, and then he felt this need inside of himself to get some time alone. It's a need we all have, but we frequently ignore and fill our busyness with more busyness. Nonetheless, enough about us, back to Jesus. So Jesus left, and it says here, it is listed in several Gospels, but in Mark chapter 6, it said he went off to a quiet place. He went off to a remote place. But when he got in the boat to go to the place that was remote, yes, that rhymes, the people beat him there. They got there before he got there. He's trying to get away from them and get alone with his Father, and the people that were so eager to be with him beat him to the remote place. And that's where he fed the 5,000. So where are you and where am I in terms of our commitment, our sacrifice, our effort to quote unquote get to where Jesus is, which obviously then was a physical place and now is just an alignment with his Spirit that's with us all the time? How eager are we to get to the remote place? Now, when that season or that time, that episode was done where he fed the 5,000, he then finally got his alone time. Went up to the mountain and prayed, and it says in Mark chapter 6, verse 46, after telling everyone goodbye, he went up in the hills by himself to pray. And I think if Jesus was adding this, he might say, finally, because that was his intention in the first place. So he went by himself to pray. Late that night, verse 47 says, the disciples were in their boat in the middle of the lake. Now, mind you, Jesus had told them to go and cross the lake. Jesus was alone on land in his remote place with the Father. Verse 48. He saw that they were in serious trouble, rowing hard, struggling against the wind and the waves. 3 o'clock in the morning. Then Jesus came toward them and, of course, fixed everything. So here's the deal. Remote. When our lives are going well and we have choices of what to do, we can choose to go find Jesus in the remote place. Conversely, when we're obeying Jesus, when we're doing life, and suddenly at 3 a.m. in the darkest part of the night, in the middle of a lake, in a place where there's no help and not even cell service, in the middle of a place of despair and hopelessness, in that remote, Jesus sees. It says Jesus was on the mountain, they're out in the lake. Jesus saw. Jesus sees you. Jesus knows. Whatever it is, he knows. Jesus saw them, and Jesus immediately moved towards their remote, desperate place. May we choose to move to Jesus in times that we have choice, and may we realize Jesus is moving towards us when we don't know what else to do. He's in the remote. Praise God.